Hey, what's up everyone? Danny Lightning back with another video today. We're going to be doing a very detailed review on the SE Electronics Dynacaster. We'll probably compare it to like the SM7B, the SE-V7, maybe the RE20, and maybe a couple of other microphones as well. This microphone does have several switches on the back to change the sound. I currently have the bass on flat and I have the first high shelf on because that's what I think sounds best on my voice. We will let you hear some of the different switch positions so you can hear how the mic sounds later. We'll try and see if we can make it sound similar to the SM7B, similar to the RE20, and all that good stuff. The first thing we're going to test out are Plosives and Sibilance. So when I say Peter Parker preferred pineapple pizza, but his spidey senses tell him something different. Now you're listening to see if the S sounds sound harsh or if the P sounds make a pop. Peter Parker, Peter Parker, Peter Parker, Peter Parker, Spidey senses, Spidey senses, Spidey senses, Spidey senses. Now if you were using this microphone and typing on a mechanical keyboard, this is what you can expect as far as how much background noise it's going to pick up. I do have a somewhat loud but not super loud mechanical keyboard right here, and yeah, this is the way it sounds. Do you hear the keyboard? Let me know in the comments. Alright, let's move on to the next test. Next, let's try the off-axis noise rejection test. So we're going to go ahead and turn the mic, and this is the way it sounds. Check 1, 2. We're going to go ahead and turn the mic a little bit. So how do I sound right now? How much of my voice is it currently picking up? So let's go ahead and turn it to about this way. So we're about at 90 degrees right now, or 180 degrees, or whatever you want to call it. And let's go ahead and turn it back. We are turning the microphone back. We are turning the microphone back. So there we go. That's how much of my voice it picked up from that distance. Now we're going to do a proximity effect and distance test. So this is how the microphone sounds when we're about 3 fingers away from it, which is about where you want this microphone. So let's get up really close to it. Right now we are directly on top of the microphone. I mean, I really cannot get any closer to the microphone than this. And this is the way it sounds when you're right up on top of it. Now we're probably about 2 fingers away from the microphone. We are now 2 fingers away from the microphone. Now we're about 3 fingers away. This is the way the microphone sounds about 3 fingers away. Now we're about 4 fingers away. This is still a pretty good place to be for a dynamic mic. Let's go ahead and move back to about a hang 10 away. We are now about a hang 10 away. Let's move back a little bit more, and we're getting too far away for a dynamic microphone. Let's move back even more. So check 1, 2. This is the way it sounds when you're probably way too far away from it. And this is not, I repeat, this is not where you want to be when using a dynamic microphone. Dynamic microphones are designed to be spoken into at very close distances, right? They're not made to be used across the room, but that's the way it sounds when you were way too far away from it. And now we're back to a pretty normal distance, probably about 3 to 4 fingers away from the mic, and that's going to give you the best sound quality on this thing right here. Now we're going to do like a shock rejection and tap test. So we're going to tap on the desk, and do you hear any of this tapping coming back in through the boom arm? You're probably going to hear a little bit of noise because I am tapping on stuff, and microphones do pick up noise, but do you hear like a bring, bang, like resonating sound coming back through the mic? Let's tap on the boom arm and see if you get anything like that from us tapping on the boom arm. Alright, so we are tapping on the boom arm here. Do you hear any resonating frequencies coming back through? Hopefully this has some really good shock rejection. And yeah, let's go and tap on the microphone itself. See if the microphone body is resonant, and that's pretty much our tap test right there. Now we're going to do a quick handling noise test. So if you're hand holding this microphone and you're just kind of moving around, is that going to make a bunch of noise? Are we hearing that? I mean, this is supposed to have some really good shock protection built into it. So yeah, this is the way it would sound if we were hand holding the microphone and we were fidgeting around, which you probably shouldn't be. I mean, when you're hand holding a microphone, you want to make sure you have a really nice grip on it, but some people do kind of, I don't know what that was, but that's what some people do. Maybe not quite that, but something similar. Now we're going to go ahead and test out some of the different switch positions. Right now we have the bass on the flat switch position, and we have the treble on the flat switch position. So right now everything is flat, and this is the way it sounds. Now we have the bass cutoff switch pushed down, which means we're getting less low end. If for some crazy reason you want to cut off some of the bass, that's what it sounds like with the treble on flat and the bass cutoff. This is what the microphone sounds like with the treble on flat and the bass boost on. So now we're getting more bass, and still we are on the flat treble. So let's go ahead and switch that. Now we have the bass switch on flat, and we have the first treble boost on, and this is where I prefer to keep the microphone for my voice. I really like the way this sounds. Now we have the bass on flat, and we have the treble on the highest high boost. So this is the most aggressive high boost that will add in the most high end, probably like a 30 decibel boost. All right, maybe not 30. I might be exaggerating, but that is a lot of boost. Right now we have the bass boost and the highest treble boost. So this is pretty much the microphone at max boost. We hit the max boost right here, boys and girls. We hit the max boost. This is the way it sounds with the bass boost turned on and a little bit of extra treble. So this is how it sounds right there. I think this is probably going to be the setting that most people would prefer unless you have a deeper voice. And then you might like to have the bass on flat and this treble boost right here. And now we're back to what I think sounds best on my voice. We have the bass on flat and we have the first treble boost on, and I think that sounds really good. So for the last test, we're going to turn on the gain amplifier and let me know if you can hear any different with it on or off. Right now we've had this gain amplifier turned off and we're at 54 decibels of gain for the remaining, or for the last portion of the video. Okay, I think I messed that up. Right now we have the gain amplifier turned on and we're only around 20 or 22 decibels of gain or something like that. I forget what it said. It was like 20 or 22, very, very low gain. So let me know, do you hear a difference with the gain amplifier on or off? Let's go ahead and turn that back off. Now we have the gain amplifier back off, and personally, I feel no need in the world to actually use that. I mean, I'm not really sure why you would unless you're using like an old school audio interface that just doesn't have enough gain to power this thing. Most modern interfaces will power this fine without needing to engage the gain booster. Anyways, let's go and compare this to a couple of other microphones. All right, so right now we are speaking into the SE Electronics Dynacaster. I currently have this on the settings that I think fits my voice best, and we're going to compare this to this guy right here, the SE Electronics V7 Dynamic Handheld Microphone. Okay, so right now we are speaking into the SE Electronics Handheld Microphone. This is their V7 microphone. I think this is a very good, very clean, very clear sounding microphone. It's great at background noise rejection and everything else. For 99 bucks, you cannot go wrong with the SE Electronics V7. But let's go back to the SE Electronics Dynacaster, and then we'll let you hear that, and then we'll switch to another microphone. All right, we are back on the SE Electronics Dynacaster. We're just going to be done on this one for a split second here, but let's go ahead and switch over to the next microphone. Now we are speaking right into the front of the Electro Voice RE20. This is probably one of the most popular podcasting and broadcast microphones in the world. Radio stations have this all over the place. Podcasters love this thing. Even Queen would record their music with this. I mean, Freddie Mercury used to sing into this, I think in the recording studios or maybe live. Either way, I'm not 100% sure. I just know for a fact that he used this microphone, and this is the way it sounds. Now we are back on the SE Electronics Dynacaster, and let's switch back over to the next thingy-dingy. Now we're speaking right into the front of the Shure SM58. This is one of my favorite little handheld microphones. This thing sounds really good. I mean, for 99 bucks, if you like the sound of this, you really cannot beat it. Just a very clear microphone. I mean, this is one of the most popular microphones in the world. Bands use this live on stage constantly. Comedians talk into this. It's definitely a top-notch, high-class, super awesome microphone, but let's go ahead and switch on to the next one. But before we do that, we need to get a little bit of a clip of the SE Electronics Dynacast in here just to, like, you know, break the monotony or whatever. I don't know. It's good to hear one. Oh, I'm babbling. Let's move on to the next thing. Alright, so now I'm speaking right into the front of the Shure SM58, SM57. Danny Lightning, you big dummy. This is really designed to be a microphone instrument. Microphone? Yeah, microphone instrument. Come on, man. What are you talking about there? But this is the way it sounds. This is actually the most popular microphone in the entire world. It's actually sold more microphones. This microphone has sold more copies than any other microphone in the world. I think I said this all messed up and wrong, but yeah, you're getting to hear it. So let's move on to the next microphone. And yet again, we are back on the SE Electronics Dynacaster. Really quick before we move on to the next one, just to let you hear this. And yeah, let's move on to the next one. All right, so right now we are speaking into the Shure SM7B. And what we're going to do is let you hear the Dynacaster with the switch position as close as possible to the SM7B, the one that's going to sound the most similar. So let's go ahead and do that really quick. So this is the Shure SM7B, and here comes the Dynacaster in a very similar switch position. And this is the Dynacaster with the flat treble and the big old giant bass boost, and I'm a little closer to it than I normally would be, and that's going to give you a very similar sound to the Shure SM7B. So what do you guys think? Do they sound similar? I do not know, but I bet they sound pretty close, but definitely not the same. The SM7B has that bass resonance chamber in there. All right, so there we have it. There's our microphone comparisons. There are all our tests. So we're going to do a little conclusion / review part of the microphone review thing right now. And honestly, this is a really good microphone. I mean, this thing costs you what I think you can get this somewhere between $250 and $300 on average, depending on if you can find it on sale or not. I mean, I've seen it as low as $200 before, which is a crazy deal. Most of the time, if I look on Amazon, it's somewhere between $250 and $300. And I'm going to tell you what, this is a nice, top-notch microphone. I love it. Now, in my opinion, this sounds just as good, if not better, than the higher-end dynamic mics like the SM7B or the RE20, except for this thing, you can flip all these different switches and get all these different sounds out of it. So if you want to change the sounds, you can, which is amazing. This microphone also comes with the built-in gain booster that you don't have to pay extra for. If you buy the version of the SM7B with the gain booster, it's like $500 or $550 or something ridiculous, to where you can get this for usually $250 to $300. So in my opinion, this is a much better value compared to all the other dynamic microphones out there, and it's probably better. At least to me, this is a better microphone than the other dynamics that cost way more. And now we're back to my favorite combination of switches. We got the treble on the first boost and the bass on flat, and that's exactly where I like it for my voice. But bottom line is, you cannot go wrong with this microphone. If you're looking for a really nice dynamic microphone that looks pretty interesting and cool on camera and sounds just as good, if possibly not better, than some of these other microphones, you can't go wrong with it. Or if you want to pick up something like the SM57 for $99, I mean, you can't beat that. The V7, that's a really nice microphone, or the SM58. I mean, those little handheld microphones sound extremely good for $99. But if you're looking for more of that, you know, full-sized, cool-looking on-camera microphone that's very versatile and does all kinds of stuff, I would highly consider this microphone right here. I will put a link in the video's description where you can find this microphone, some awesome cameras, lighting, stuff to make your room look cool, all kinds of stuff. So if you click on my little Amazon affiliate link, it won't cost you anything extra, but it does help support the channel if you go ahead and buy something off of that. Also, if you would like to become a channel member or something like that, just hit the little join button right below the video. Any money this channel makes goes into buying more products to review to help other people make decisions, or let them hear the microphone so they can figure out what they want to get and what might be best for them. So thank you for your support. I think that's pretty much going to wrap up the video. Lighten out. Have a great day, and thanks for watching my video.
Thanks for watching my video. I hate to say, but it's time to go. Maybe you could watch another one. That might be really fun. Thanks for watching my video.